Chairman, Mr. Lutnick, it's great to see you. It's great to see your beautiful wife and your lovely family join you here today. Be very proud, and we're very fortunate as a country to have you step up in your willingness to do this. Obviously, your career has been, laid out, and your work in building a company that you should be very, very proud of, and of course, after the events of 9/11, are truly admirable. I also have seen your, you've been very successful, so it's not lost on me your willingness to serve in this capacity, and I think is a testament to how much you love this country as we've had these conversations. I think that is your motivation here, which we appreciate. I know that people back home do. I do have to say something, though. My Democrat friends on the other side of the aisle have suddenly found religion on following the law. Like, it is remarkable to me. The reason why we have the freeze on grant applications right now is because the Department of Commerce, outside of the law, interpreted it to say that you need to hire enough ex-convicts to build a chips factory. The DEI requirement, that's why it's slowed down. One of the reasons why we don't have broadband laid in this country is because you require small contractors to have climate action plans. So spare me the outrage about suddenly now being concerned about following the law. The Biden administration was lawless. And through every agency, through every tentacle, through every artery, they infuse this DEI stuff, they infuse this climate activism stuff. And I agree with you, the Article 1 branch reigns supreme. We never voted on any of that stuff. We never voted on any of that stuff. So I look forward to you following the law, as you've indicated that you will. I do want to touch on a couple of topics. Sorry, I wasn't going to do that, but I'm just sitting here listening to this. Space. So I came into this chamber, in this body 2 years ago. I never would have imagined that I would have been the ranking member of the Space and Science Committee and dealing with these commercial space issues, which are fascinating. America really is the innovator here, and you and I have talked about this is a real race. I mean, we're talking about AI, but this is a real race with China. They're serious about this. They're playing meaningfully in space. We are the leader right now, but we wouldn't, if we didn't have the competition we have in the private sector, we wouldn't be talking about going to Mars in 5 years. And I know that we've talked about this, but in this public forum, that falls under your purview, how important that is to you. And also, there's a small agency within the department that I think we probably need to give it a little bit more prominence that deals with these issues.
I think space and the data we can collect from space is fundamental to America. It's American innovation, but they've got to be American companies, right? It's vital that these are American companies controlled by America. Part of our oversight is vital. I think we've got the lead. We've got to focus on it. We've got to encourage it. And I think it will be a great national asset of ours going forward.
I think many people have touched on AI, and I'm on armed services and commerce, so you see kind of the military application, the commercial application, and I think a lot of people view it in separate buckets. But the truth is, for the Chinese Communist Party, everything's dual use. Everything is dual use. And civilizations have come and gone because they lose the technology race in a military application. And I think that it's what we're talking about with AI, the energy that's required to go do this, and the innovation. We're better innovators than them. They copy pretty well, but what we can't allow them to do is be better innovators than us. And I think that this DeepSeek's been mentioned. It's possible that they've used something called distillation, which is they use what we do really well. They have an algorithm that asks what we have 1 million questions and essentially copy what we've done to gain the advantage that it's possible. That's one explanation for what we saw. But my hope is that it's sort of a Sputnik moment for us, that our focus is less about controlling this, which some of the proposals we've seen the last couple of years are about controlling or locking in incumbents. I don't think we need to do that. That's the European model. But to really have real innovation here and not be distracted with sort of the woke AI. We saw this you know, the Black George Washington stuff. I mean, we cannot be distracted with this. Like, this is the real deal. AI is the real race. And I know that you're very focused on this and you've talked about this, so I don't want to ask you the same question, but just as it relates to locking in incumbents, making sure we have really robust competition in this space, can you talk a little bit about that with the time that I have left, which is none?
We need to have the lead. We need to stay focused on it. We need to get the nonsense off the chart and just focus on raw artificial intelligence, making us the leader and have the standards that we are the leader. It is vital for us. And I think your points are very well made.
Look forward to working with you, Mr. Lutnick. Congrats.